So I think the best way I could describe this episode is just gears interlocking in place and moving very, very smoothly. This episode, in terms of writing, was excellent. Very, very good. Very, very top-notch. I also believe that this is one of the better animated episodes of the series as well. I thought that MAPPA did an incredible job with the Ash versus Blanca moment. Just very, very fluid, very, very, just excellent choreography there. I love those kind of jagged movements. I love the smooth movements. The damage, it actually felt like Ash was taking damage. I dig that. It's something that I believe is difficult to convey with animation, and I thought that they did a really good job there. And just sort of the dialogue. I think the dialogue is what I have to credit the most, and it is the most enjoyable part of this episode. Just, every single conversation in this episode has meaning to it. And I think that has to do with two different things. I think, one, it's just good writing, period. I think that Yoshida is a good writer. There's just good things happening here. Pen on paper kind of writing. I think it was always great, in terms of the manga. And two, MAPPA has to just cram. They don't have time. They don't have time to have pointless dialogue in these episodes. They have to cram everything that is important, just one after another here. And it actually flows pretty good. I think that a lot of other series would kind of draw a problem from this. I think that a lot of series do draw a problem from this. But I think that MAPPA has kind of found a comfortable spot here. I think that they've been doing a really good job. I think that towards the middle of the series, maybe around episode 10, I don't know, I can't quite put a number on it, but there were a few episodes in the middle where I was kind of like, we're kind of racing here. It feels like we're really just rushing along. I think it was episode 7 or 8 actually. And this, towards the end of this series, I'm getting good vibes. I'm feeling it. I think that MAPPA has found a good place in terms of how to tell this story. Now, things could obviously crumble and fall apart later on. We still got a few more episodes to go, a good chunk of episodes to go, so there's still room for failure for sure. But I'm optimistic. I truly am. I think that they've been doing an excellent job. These last 4 or 5 episodes I've just really, really enjoyed. And I think that each episode has been kind of topping themselves in terms of production and in terms of just, I see they're working hard here. This is not some easy breezy anime to put forth. I could see that they are putting in the work because it's not just good dialogue that's, ripped from Yoshida's work. It is really good animation, excellent OST, and not just good music. When I say good OST, I don't just mean good music. I mean how it's used. I mean how the OST is used in these scenes to enhance these scenes. The composer is excellent. I think that there are great tracks in the series, but it's where you place them. And that goes into direction and just composition. And I thought that everything about this episode just oozed greatness. It oozed that they're taking this very, very seriously. And that's good. That's a good thing, because there were episodes earlier in the series where you could tell that, I don't want to say they're phoning it in. Obviously, they're trying their very best all the time, but they're doing better now. And I think that that's a very, very good thing. And again, it keeps me optimistic to how the show is going to end. I know there's a lot of manga readers that are a little worrisome about that. Rightfully so, because it's a daunting task to adapt this much manga in this amount of episodes. But again, optimistic for sure. One of my favorite parts of the episode, getting into specifics, was the line where AG said that I'll be praying for you, Ash. I'm paraphrasing a little bit there. But just that kind of inner monologue while Ash was saying goodbye to him, how AG kind of started putting the stuff together. He started realizing something's wrong, why is Ash so calm here? What is going on? Something feels a little fishy. And I really like that. I really like how AG is not useless. I like how AG is like a normal person, he's smart, he's not just wasting away like a potato, just okay, Ash, I'll wait for you. He's a smart person, and he's able to figure these things out. And I again, well written and just well put together. Again, these gears just lining up, the teeth just lining up. Another really excellent part was sort of the flashback stuff we got of Blanca and Ash. I want more. I want to see them training. I want to actually see, I was hoping that during that fight they would, flash back to when Blanca initially taught Ash those moves, how to defend yourself and how to, dodge these certain attacks and, the vital points and all that stuff. I was hoping to get a little detail on that. I don't know if that's something that's explored later on. But I like that backstory there. I love the Islands of the Stream or whatever, the Hemingway stuff. That was really, really cool. It's quality of life stuff. It is stuff that kind of beefs up the world around our characters, and it just makes the characters more likable. Blanca is an excellent character because of the just almost camaraderie between Blanca and Ash. Like, there's almost this kind of mutual respect between them. I feel like Blanca, he understands where Ash is coming from. He gets it. And I love that line after he just pummeled Ash down. He just goes up and he says, one more, word of advice here. This will be my last word of... I love that. And it just helps so much that Blanca's VA is just very good. Like, stupid good. I love that deep voice. That deep, bassy voice. It just really carries the scene. It truly does. And I really just like that line of dialogue, and I sort of like that he understands where Ash is coming from. And Ash kind of understands where Blanca is coming from. There's this kind of clashing ideology there, but it's not just like, you're a bad guy and you're the good guy, so I gotta stop you. Like, it's not that simple. There's more to it there. They're people. They're people that are being used, and they understand that. Blanca gets... It just... Again, the teeth, it's just really, really good. Just really, really good plotting things out and everything. And, going from the introduction of the character in last week's episode, and just how this episode began, that big just car explosion or whatever. Really cool way to kick off the episode. Just Blanca just taking names. I really, really dig that. Ute Loong in this episode... lost my voice. Ute Loong in this episode was really, really good as well. The scene where he hands Ash the gun, and Ash immediately pulls the trigger on his head, trying to, save AG, of course. Just, wow. Really, really cool. I really dig that kind of stuff. It's just stuff that I've seen in other forms of media, and it's always really, really appreciated. I love just, like, he's willing to go that far. Us seeing that as a viewer. It's such an effective tool for a writer to use, and it's used very effectively here. And Ute Loong's reaction to it, like, what? Are you kidding me? Like, you're willing to die just like that for AG? Like, who is this boy to you? Love that so much. Just a good episode. Like, I was just really feeling the vibes. The stuff at the condo or whatever was really funny. Ash waking up, him having to put him in the shower, the salad thing. There's just really snappy and really fun dialogue. I love the part where he's like, why don't you just go watch some Sesame Street and learn some English? I thought that was really funny. The references, the Gizmo reference, just good stuff. Really, really good, well written. Again, quality of life stuff that just adds to our characters. Stuff that makes us enjoy that relationship more. There was some really touching stuff too. A lot of the scenes that were in the bedroom. Him looking out the window, the rain coming down, just really good art and really good, setting the mood of what's going on within our characters, going through their head, and AG and Ash, this has been a relationship that's been explored throughout the series, and I really, really enjoy it. I think that it has been well plotted out, and I think they've done really good things there. And I feel like episodes like this just keep adding just more and more tinder to the fire. And that's great. It's really, really great. The stuff about Ash going to Japan kind of gets into a theory that I had. I mean, that's kind of what I predicted was going to happen. The show would end with Ash flying to Japan. I don't know what circumstances happen to allow that. I'm not quite sure. I don't know like how that actually becomes a thing, because it's looking pretty dark right now. Things are looking pretty bleak. Ash has pretty much accepted his role. He is going to be used by Dino. That's what he's going to do. The scene where he just puts the gun straight on Max and the editor there, just, oh man, gripping. Really, really gripping, really, really powerful. I love how that was spliced into the ED there. Him handing over Dawson, like all of this hard work just gone, and it's not displeasing as a viewer. It's not like, oh, that whole story arc was just a waste of time. No, it adds to that storyline because you saw everything they had to do to get that information, to get Dawson. Like, remember the elevator scene? How much I was praising that. There's literally a video called "We Need to Talk About That Elevator Scene." It was fantastic, and just the fact that has gone to waste makes me like it even more for some reason. It's like you feel it now. You feel the impact on the characters and what that means to the characters. And again, the teeth, guys, just gears interlocking. It's just that whole thing. I'm going to keep using that metaphor. A very, very good episode. I very much enjoyed it. I don't know where we go next. I don't know what's going to be happening. I hope that AG is safe. I really like Max in this episode too. I like how Max just immediately I get it. Yep, just hand him the stuff. I get it. Just there's no point in fighting. Just give it to him. We're good. And I like that. And I'm just, man, there's some interesting things that are about to unfold. I feel like it feels like we're kind of entering the final act of the story. I think I've said that like 3 episodes ago, but it definitely feels like there is an ending in sight, and I don't really know what that is yet. I can't really predict anything. I don't want to start throwing out wild predictions. I mean, obviously the stuff with Ash going to Japan, that's been kind of sprinkled around a little bit. It's kind of easy to come up with that conclusion. But in terms of like where Dino is going, where Yu Lung is going, where is Sing? We haven't seen Sing really. We don't really know what's going on with him. Is he going to meet back up with AG? Is Sing going to rescue Ash for some reason? Like there's lots of different things that could happen for sure. I don't really like predictions. I don't really like just throwing out random plot lines, because I don't really care. I want to be surprised. I'm not that kind of person that like, oh, what's gonna happen next? I mean, like, it's fun to theorize, obviously, but like, I'm not banking on any specific predictions, because I'm just in it for the ride, guys. Like, I really am. It's just been a really fun time watching this show, and you guys have made it that much more fun. So yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Make sure to comment down below. Give me your thoughts on all things. Episode 18? I think we're at episode 18 of Banana Fish. Yeah, comment down below. What do you think of that sort of camaraderie, mutual respect? It's not really those things. I'm using the wrong word. I don't know what it is. It's not camaraderie. It's not respect, really. An understanding, perhaps, between Blanca and Ash. Let me know what you think of that. What words can you use to kind of describe that relationship and what's going on there? I'm sure you guys can dissect it. I'm sure there's stuff in the manga that wasn't exactly in that scene. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to get a deeper look into that kind of stuff. And yeah, again, as always, I love to thank you guys. You guys are fantastic. The support for this series has been very, very strong, and it's been very, very fun. And here's to next episode. Let's keep going. It's been a blast. So yeah, until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.